Grounded theory has an interesting history. It was developed by Glaser and Strauss in the 1960s. In its purest form, it is considered to be classic grounded theory. Later, Glaser and Strauss independently published literature on grounded theory. Strauss, along with Corbin, strongly adjusted how they dealt with data, ultimately creating Straussian grounded theory. Later, Sharmaz, a student of both Glaser and Strauss, adjusted ideas from both originators to create constructivist grounded theory. All three types have four major tenets: the requirement for conceptualization and theory development. Theories must be derived from social reality. The researcher must approach the study with an open mind, and its use of theoretical sampling. Grounded theory does have unique characteristics. Classic, Straussian, and constructivist grounded theory methods differ slightly. In Table 1, the three types of grounded theory are contrasted. The most notable change from classic to Straussian grounded theory methods is the use of coding. Strauss and Corbin believed in a very systematic type of coding that Glaser and Sharmaz felt restrictive. The constructivist grounded theory method differs slightly from both Glaser and Strauss by having the coding be more flexible and the theory development be more through constructive means than through uncovering, due to inherent bias of the researcher. The implementation of grounded theory involves four steps: theoretical sampling, constant comparison, saturation, and memo writing. The data collection and analysis occur simultaneously, ultimately uncovering a theory. The data is coded and sorted. Types of coding include open, axial, and selective coding, mainly through the Straussian grounded theory method. The theory is uncovered, according to Glaser and Strauss, or constructed, according to Sharmaz. Then the data is refined. The data should reinforce or adjust the theory so that by its conclusion, no new data should be able to refute the theory. There are some interesting facts about grounded theory development. As popular as grounded theory is today, it was not so in its initial stages. In the 1960s, qualitative methodology was seen as unreliable and inconclusive. It took much time and a cultural shift to allow grounded theory to be seen as relevant. One of the more interesting aspects of grounded theory is the development from classic to Straussian to constructivist grounded theory. Glaser was quite offended at Strauss for modifying their original plan and adjusted coding methods. Each time Glaser published a rebuttal to Strauss, he included his personal correspondence to Strauss in the publications. Even so, Glaser and Strauss remained close friends until Strauss' death in 1996. Also interesting is that Sharmaz, the developer of the constructive grounded theory method, was a student of both Glaser and Strauss. Glaser was equally unhappy with Sharmaz's proposal. Corbin, the co-creator of Straussian grounded theory, loved the idea of constructivist grounded theory, although he never bought into it himself.